Like your teeth. And this is a little like patterns or sequences. If you go back to the day of sequences, we don't see sequences as much like this. Let's start with what you do know. Let's say you have this sequence. 7, 14, 21, what, 28, 35. And I asked you to write the rule for that sequence. Well, before I ask you that, I would like to know what is happening between each term. To go from one term to the other term, you are, Brianna, I am plussing 7 as the 5th graders would say, but you are 8th grade, so you say adding 7. If I were to ask you to write a formula for that, this is what you would do, and maybe you remember this, maybe you don't. You make a little box. You split them apart in little boxes here. Make this the top here. This is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term, this is the 5th term. N is the number of terms. What do I do to N to get the number? In other words, we did it like this: a to the n power, a to the first term, and a to the sub n equals. What do I do to this? What do I do to 1 to get the 7, to 2 to get 14, to 3 to get 21, to 4? If I had it in a table form the other way around, and I was writing an equation, a linear equation, what am I doing to n every time to get, what is this one called? A? The value. Yeah, a sub n, a. Anybody going once with Brianna? What?
You're multiplying.
Yeah, multiplying by 7, right? 1 times 7, 2 times 7, 3 times 7. Okay. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an arithmetic sequence. Or however you spell arithmetic. I'm going to abbreviate it because I'm afraid I don't know how to spell it. This is not what you're doing today. Got it? Not what you're doing today. You are doing this, what's called a geometric sequence. And I'll give you an example of that. Let's say, for all intents and purposes, since we've been talking about relationships, well, let's just say people are only allowed to have 2 kids. Okay, so here's your first couple. They have, well, 2 kids. Well, I don't know if this works like this. No, let's just go to bacteria. Let's just go to bacteria because that'll work better. If Mrs. Stone's talking to you about bacteria, what happens to bacteria? If you get 1 cell of bacteria, what happens to it? It splits because bacteria multiply. They split into 2 bacteria cells, and you end up with twice that amount after it splits. And then each one of those split, leaving you with 4 bacteria cells. Then each one of those splits in half, leaving you with 8 bacteria. And then each one of those splits in half, and maybe you can see what's going to be the next one. Somebody? Just say it. Can you not see what's happening here? And then if that one splits in half, you end up with 32, right? So here's my sequence, by the way. here's my sequence. Let me write those numbers down, just like I did with the arithmetic sequence. It went, at the risk of, it went, can I make it smaller? It went 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. What's happening between each one of those terms? Kate?
Multiplied by 2.
Yeah, you are timesing by 2. Every time you're multiplying by 2. The other time I was adding, when you're multiplying or dividing, that's called the geometric one. Here is the kicker though. I don't even know what that means. What is the kicker? If I asked you to write the formula down for it, this being the first term, this being the second term, hold on a second. I'm going to change this. I'm going to get rid of number 1. I just want this to be the first term for right now because this doesn't really matter that much. And I asked you to write the formula for that. If you know the term, and the term is, what was it before? N? A to whatever term. What am I doing to this to get the bottom? Can anybody see it? Anybody tell me what I'm doing to that to get the bottom? What do I do to 2 to get 2? What do I do to 2 to, I'm sorry, this should have been 1. What do I do to 1 to get 2? What do I do to 2 to get 4? 3 to get 8, 4 to get 16, and 5 to get 32? Is there only one person in here that sees what's happening here? Or is it a to the n term? Wait, the number of terms. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't here. This doesn't go here yet. Oh, maybe it does. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. What am I doing? What do I do to that to get it every time? Elijah? Multiply it by the square root of 2. Well, the square root of 2 is 1.14 something, something, something. Huh? But you're close. Anybody? Are you not taking this number, watch this, a to whatever power equals 2, each one of these is a power of 2, is it not? An exponent of 2. 2 to the whatever term power. This is 2 to the first power, 2 to the second power, 2 to the third power, 2 to the fourth power, 2 to the fifth power. And that is, children, what we call growth. Because the little title for today is growth and decay. Decay, on the other hand, decay is not multiplying by something, I can't write it here, but actually dividing every term. Like, let's say you start with 1,000 as your first term, and it gets split in half every time. What would be the next term after 1,000? Split it in half? Aubrey? 500? If I take 500, split it in half, I get, I know it's a tough one, 250. Take 250, split it in half. Huh?
125.
125. Will you ever get to 0? Anybody? Look, Keith? No? You'll never get to 0. You get a fraction awful small. Here, let's do this. What if we graph this? Let's make a table and graph. What does the graph of decay look like? And again, let's say I got x and y values graph of decay, let's say x starts out at, I don't wanna, just gonna do this to me all the time. X starts out at 100, what's y gonna be? You just do it for me. Half of 100 is 50. If I make 50, then I get 25. If I make 25, I get 12 and a half. If it's 12 and a half, half of 12 and a half is 6 1/4. If I take half of 6 1/4, I get what? 3 1/8. Anybody tell me what half of 3 1/8 is? One and a half and 1/16 is what? What is it, Brianna?
1 and 9.
Yep, 1 9/16. Half of 1 9/16 is. Brianna's got it. What's 9 30-seconds plus a half? 16 30-seconds and 9 30-seconds is 25 30-seconds, isn't it? Half of that's going to be easy. What's half of that? 25 64s, isn't it? What's half of 25 64s? 25 128s. And so on and so on and so on. I don't think we're going to graph it because we don't have those numbers in my mind. Anyway, oh, I should tell you to look in your books, but you can't. They don't get real complicated. Let me give you the sheet and maybe we'll talk about one. By the way, it's called exponential growth. That one, it's a little like this. If I gave you, did I ask you this question before? If I gave you a penny to start the month off, and every day in that month, I doubled what I gave you. So the next day I would give you 2 cents. And then the next day I would give you 4 cents. How much money would you have at the end of the month? Take a guess. Drew? If I gave you 1 cent the first day, 2 cents the second day, 4 cents in the second day, the third day, I need a guess. It was about how much? Just take a guess. Just give me a guess. I don't care if it's right. If you doubled it every day, how much money would you have at the end of the month? Isabel, give me a guess. Give me a guess. $100. Anybody guessing higher than $100? Anybody guessing lower than $100? Double it every day. You have to guess. You have the whole assignment unless somebody guesses here. Marco, what's your guess? Huh?
Just say a number. Just say a number.
You say good.
I'll say $9.
$9. At the end of the month, you will have $9. Anybody? Jason?
$200.
200. Wow. That's ludicrous. Riley?
How about 80?
$80. Elijah, did you get there anywhere yet on me yet?
2 to the 30th power.
Huh?
2 to the 30th power.
Maybe you know what 2 to the 30th power is?
Nope, here.
Take a look. Take a look at this. So, first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, eighth day, ninth day. What is that? Oh, I'm sorry. 512, 1,024, 2,048, 4,096, 8,000 what? 192. Let's just say 8,000. 16,000. That's cents, by the way. So at the end of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At the end of 15 days, you have $160. Day number 16, $320. Day number 17, $640. $1,280. $2,560. Let's just make it $5,000 at the end of what day? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. At the end of 20 days, you have $5,000.
How is it?
I was very
$10,000, $20,000, $40,000. What day is this? 21, 22, 23. $80,000 at the day number 24. You will have, by the time you do it, it's well over $1 million.
You guys said 64.
Thank you for whoever guessed 100.
You're welcome.
That is exponential growth, by the way.
Wow.
For tomorrow. Let us do the first, 15 problems here. 1 through 15 on 102. 102, 1 through
Yes. Never use this food. Here's those. No, I'm better than that. Oh. I said right there. Thanks, Bob.
2 to the 31st hour.
taking Spanish for 8 years out here, and I couldn't, when I go there, I don't understand a thing that they're saying. I'll relearn. Circus animals. I'm gonna go to the circus and know every damn animal. She teaches us school stuff, but then if we go down there for school, we're not gonna understand what the teacher's saying because we only know like 5 words. Yeah. Because no one can know what. I mean, I somewhat understand people when they try to say as much as they can. No me entiendo. Yes. Tengo. Yeah. I don't understand.
I had like one of 3 of those. Like the thing of midterm, like 3 good things. Why didn't I get them?
Why would you make them from?
Just the one? Yeah.
During the same trip that you got the house, I could.
No.
I played with my friend's class. Whenever someone has a house like that, I just like take it.
Or the other 2. I don't know.
Like you just stick on from
Yes.
this Sunday I get to go to the alley to play for Superior at the end of June. Yes, play. Well, you can, but I mean, yeah, we're in your case. Is it really worth it to have one? If I could find, I'm gonna get away from it. And every time you're just like, I'm gonna get this case when you're not like, that's $5. Is this
Wait,
right?
they're gonna get your iPhone 6. Wait, they're gonna get your iPhone.
Wait was with the college, right? I'm just sorry to be
If you have the basketball thing.
You're not today, right? You're not playing, right?
Worth it, dude. How are you gonna put it? This is a phone thing for mine now. What does it do? What?
Today's Thursday.
Or what does it do?
Yeah. I have a life about that. I'm soccer. I'm going to engage.
I would even see
You know, be honest with punch here.
It's far away.
If you give it to me by tomorrow, otherwise the consequences will be stiff and severe.
Have I ever been to a room? Wait.
Stiff in that order, stiff first and then severe.
You just think about
That, here we go, let's correct. Which was what, let's see, all of it? Perfect. 18. Line of angels. Oh, where have all the polygons? Yep, number 1. Number 1. 1 should be 54. 54. 2, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 3, the fractions 7/10 and the percent 70%. 4 is 48 cups. Find the right one. 48 cups. Number 5 should be 15 minutes per mile. What's it say? What was his average rate in minutes per mile? 15 minutes per mile, and miles per hour would be 4 miles per hour. 6 is 144. 6 is 144. 7 is 12. 7 is 12. 8 is 7/24. 7/24. 9 is 5 1/6. 5 1/6. 10 is equal to for A, and B is greater than. Number 11 should be 33. 11 is 33. 12 is 8. 12 is 8. 13 is 25. 13 is 25. 14 is 8. 14 is 8. 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. Sixteen is 150 feet squared and 50 feet of molding. 50 feet of molding. 17 is 2 to the 7th power. 2 to the 7th power. Number 8 is 4. 8 is 4. Not 8 is 4, but 18 is 4. 19 should be -1, -4/5, 0, 1, and 5/4. -1, -4/5, 0, 1, and 5/4. 20A is less than. A is less than. B is greater than. B is greater than. Number 21. 1/8 as a fraction, and then as a percent, it's 12 1/2%. 22 is $6. 23 is $8. 24. Oh, you're supposed to put those on a number line. Wait, what's it say to do? Put these on a number line. Square root of 4, square root of 5. Let's just do that. What would that look like? See if you have this as they have it here. Let's start with the square root of 4. Is that the first one?
Yes.
Square root of 4 is 2, so it should go there. And then, and then they had the square root of what, 9?
5.
Yeah, but was there a square root of 9?
Yeah.
Square root of 9 goes there, because that's 3. So
And
it's
then
in between that. Square root of 5,
and 4 and 5.
is there,
Well, no, there's
There's a 16.
sorry.
square root of 5, square root of 6, they have no 7, no 8?
No.
Was it just those 4?
They have 10, 15, 16.
Oh, so then there's a 16, which is 4. Square root of 10,
And 15.
and square root of 15. Just need to look like that. Number 25, the square root of 40, which is between 6 and 7. Square root of 40 between 6 and 7. 26. A is obtuse. B is straight. C is acute. And D is right. 27A is 120 degrees because it makes a straight angle. And B is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 28, the distance she traveled, 120 miles. It said estimate. 29 should be A, B, D, and F. A, B, D, and F. 30 is E and F. 30 is E and F. Grant?
Number 3.
Who?
Number 3.
Number 3 should be 7/10 as a fraction and 70 as a percent. Yeah. 18 is 4. Tyler?
For 23, I break down to 25 cents because I added $104 to the 100. Is that okay?
Well, so what's the approximate, I suppose? Abram?
4, 8, and 10.
7/24, 10 is equal to and greater than. Jacob?
What was A and B for 20? What was A and B for 20?
Less than, greater than. Other questions? Something a little bit more taxing. Tyler,
4.
the answer?
Mhm.
48 cups. Carter Westfall.
How do you get number 21 and 16?
Find my pen here. 21.125, you wanna make that a fraction or not?
No, not really.
Can you say that number? How do you say 0.125? Nothing?
Wait.
How do you say 0.125?
11,
What's that?
1.25.
How do you say that number written in words? What places, how do you say that? Take away the decimal, it's 125. What place is that in? Tens, hundreds?
Thousands.
So you write it out as a fraction, it's 125 1,000ths. Okay, and if you reduce that, take my word for it, divide them both by 5, you get 25 over 200 on the bottom. 25 goes into both of those. So you end up with 1/8, that's a fraction. How do you make 0.125 a percent? You can always make anything a percent by multiplying it by 100%. Why does multiplying by 100% not change it? Anybody? Why are you allowed to multiply something by 100%? Wade?
Because it just moved the decimal place to 2 places.
Yeah, but doesn't that change it? If I multiplied your age by 100%, what would you get? Huh? No, you don't get 1,200.
Yeah.
If you ate 100% of an apple, what did you eat? 1 apple, right? 100% is the same as the number 1. This times 1 gives you the same thing. So when you multiply by 100%, yes, you move the decimal 2 places because it's 100, but it is in percent still. You haven't changed it. It still means 125, but it is in percent form. 100% is 1. Multiplying by 1 does not change it. What was the other one, Carter?
Then the answer for 15.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait, no. Wait, no. Number 16. I didn't get number 16.
Did you draw a picture?
No.
Really? It said Jenna plans to paint the ceiling of a 15-foot by 10-foot room, and you didn't draw the 15-foot by 10-foot room? Oh, Carter, I can't answer your question if you don't do the drawing. Anybody else not draw something for that? Oh, people, do I have to go back to the ode to work? How can you not? To me, that's obvious. First of all, if you see a bunch of words, that right there should tell you you gotta sketch something. Secondly, if it gives you dimensions of a rectangle, you probably better draw the rectangle out. This will be your last warning before tomorrow's fateful day of ode to works. Thirdly, if there's what happened to our rule of a chair of separation? Shall I write that rule down next time? Next time that happens, there will be stiff and severe. Swift, stiff, and severe consequences. Especially after our whole substitute teacher debacle. Right, Wade Davis? Don't worry, you'll get a chance, you'll get a second chance at that, Wade. Any other questions?
How do you get number 16?
Number 16, did you draw it?
Yeah.
And what did you get? What does your drawing look like?
Rectangle.
Yeah? So you don't know how to find the area of that rectangle?
Yeah, I did 15 times 10.
And your answer was?
150.
Well, that was part A. 10 by 15, it was 150 feet squared. And part B said, what would you take for molding around it? What are they asking for if you're looking for the molding that fits around the room? That's perimeter. 10 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15, 30 plus 20 is. You like that big 10? Quick way to draw. Tomorrow, note to self, collect homework, look for work, give sentences for lack thereof. Write it in my book right here. Write on my answers, right? Let me do that, right here. Oh yes. Check. For. I thought you guys were too old for that. I have to check. Take out a blank piece of paper then, please. This will be relatively short and painful.